Heidi here from Rain Country Homestead. God is good all the time. Today I'm going to be making Stacy's recipe from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy for a soy sauce replacement. Now I had come across it a while back, maybe a year ago, and I was so excited to find a soy sauce replacement because soy is really, no matter what form you get it in, it is really not meant for human consumption. And in being that it's an estrogen mimicker and all that, we really need to be limiting our exposure to soy. So I finally gave it a try a couple weeks ago, was very, very happy with it, and I wanted to show you how I'm making it today, but I really want you to go check out her video. I'm going to link it right up here, and hopefully at the end of this video I'll remember to add it in there as well. So go to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, subscribe to their channel, and check out that video. She does a whole recipe and how she's does a whole meal kind of thing and shows you what she does with it. I'm going to go over a little bit what I'm doing with it today. Mostly I'm just going to show you how to make it, and I want to direct you to that and realize that there are other options out there, and also give you a review that I was very, very pleased with it. And it's super simple to make and easy to tailor to suit you. So all you really need to start with is 1 cup, and you can see I got well better than a cup here, and it's stuck because I have a 60-gallon bucket of unsulfured blackstrap molasses, because when I found out how good blackstrap molasses was for you, I stocked up. So 1 cup of that, and I got my nice little silicone spatulas here. I can't link to these because I did not get them on Amazon. I got the smaller one there, I got at our local store. But on one of our rare trips into town and our rare visits to Walmart, because I really don't like going to Walmart, I did happen to find a couple more small rubber spatulas. I use the small size quite a bit. So 1 cup of that, and then I've got here some homemade chicken bone broth. So whenever I roast a chicken, I never can the bone broth, at least not yet, just because I always end up using it right away. And this is it's nice and thick and gelatinous. So I'm going to add that in there, 1 cup of that. It's really easy to remember this, a cup, a cup, a cup. And then 1 cup of balsamic vinegar, and I have yet to open this one yet. In fact, I need to use up my small bottle first, because I bought a small bottle to try it out, and then when I decided it was pretty good stuff, I went ahead and got a whole gallon of it, and the gallon size there I got on Amazon through the subscribe and save, so I will link that below. Okay, so those are the 3 main ingredients. A cup of the balsamic vinegar, a cup of your chicken broth. It doesn't have to be chicken, it can be another type of bone broth. And then a cup of the blackstrap molasses. Okay, so I'm going to mix these together real well. And here's where you can add your own flair according to your tastes. Since I am going with more of an Asian flavor with this, I'm going to add some ginger. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. I'm going to put in about that much again of onion, granulated onion. I get this one from Amazon. I will link to this one below. The granulated garlic I get at Costco. So anybody who's got a Costco, I usually have my boys pick it up when they go into town. They have a real good granulated garlic. So if you have a Costco next to you, you can find that particular one there. Mix that in. And then, this isn't it, there's one more thing I forgot to pull out, but I'm going to go ahead and add some of my mixed greens with all my goodies. You'll see me use this a lot in my recipes because of all the minerals and really good nutrients in there. And then let me grab the other thing I forgot. That is my cayenne pepper. And I buy my cayenne pepper also on Amazon. I'm putting in a tablespoon of that. And I will also link to that below. Okay, and I do grow my own cayenne peppers. I just haven't got to a point yet where I'm growing enough that I can put it up like that yet, dehydrate it and put it up. I just use the peppers whole as they're growing. I'm hoping this year to grow a lot more though. It's my plan. Alright, I'm going to call that good. Now what I'm going to do, because I don't need all of this right now for what I'm making for dinner tonight, is I'm going to pour the rest into this bottle and actually kind of use it as a soy sauce here and there, because I need it. Go ahead and top that off, and I think what's left should be plenty. And even if not, even if I decide I need more of that later, I can always pour some of this from here back into there. I still got some clumps from the ginger, but it should all be good. Now, as far as what I'm making for dinner tonight, this is what I tried with it, something quite similar anyway, last time I did it. And I chunked up some organic chicken breast, and I'm going to go ahead and dump that in there. And I'm going to let that marinate for a while until I'm ready to cook. I push those down in there. I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator and just let it sit and soak up that yummy goodness. And then what I'm going to do, and if I get a good picture of it, I'll try to insert it at the end of this video, is I'm simply going to cut up some carrots, some onions, and some other vegetables. I've got some green beans that I saved from last year that I've got thawed out because I like to freeze a lot of my green beans, and some frozen zucchini that I grew last year. And I'm going to be putting those into a cast iron skillet and just kind of saute it a little bit with the sauce and the chicken until it's nicely cooked, not too soft. And then I'm gonna add, depending on how much of this juice is left over, this marinade soy sauce replacement, I may need to add more at that point. It just depends. Then I'll thicken it up with a little bit of tapioca starch. So what I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to put at least a little bit of the soy sauce replacement into another little container, and then I'm going to add some tapioca starch to that, blend it in real well, and then add it into the pan and let it turn into a nice thick kind of sauce. And I'm going to serve it over some white rice, and it's just really good. So like I said, I'll try to insert a picture at the end. It's not the most colorful thing because everything sort of turns this dark color like the balsamic vinegar and the molasses, but it's really tasty. And so give it a try. It's a good healthy replacement. It doesn't taste like soy sauce. You're going to find it's quite different. So I just realized I forgot to add my salt again. And again, this is still optional. You don't have to have salt, but when we think of soy sauce, we think of salty anyway, right? So I'm going to add some in there, and I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to add some into here. Okay, so I got a different funnel. This is part of the same set, and I'll link to these below. It's a set of 3 little stainless steel funnels, and I love them. So I'm putting in, actually that's probably more than enough. I want it a little bit on the saltiest side, but not too much. Put the rest of that back in there. And then I'm just going to shake that up. Goodness, what a mess. Grr. Nice thing about salt is it's one of those things that if you forget it, it's no big deal. You can just, it's easy to add in. Stir that salt in there because I do want that salt in there. Because it is the molasses does give it a very sweet flavor. So what I was starting to say, when it dawned on me I forgot the salt, is that it doesn't taste like soy sauce. It's not the same, so don't expect that. It's sweet. It's got a sweet, sour kind of flavor. And however you spice it up is going to give it whatever flair you want. But it's still a great marinade. It's wonderful for just putting on rice as is, or whatever it is you typically like to use soy sauce in. And then the salt, again, I say this every time because it's really important. Get away from white salt. Even if it's sea salt, if it's pure white, it has all the minerals removed from it. You need your good a colored salt, like this is the pink Himalayan. I have a lot of this, been trying to use it up. My favorite is the red mineral salt. I will link that below. It is mined here in the US, full of minerals. When you look at your salt, a lot of times, like the red mineral salt in particular, you'll see a lot of little flecks of color, and those are your minerals. You need those minerals, so they're very important in your diet. So make sure you change up your salt. Take all that white salt you may have stocked up and do what I do with it and use it for making homemade cleaners and stuff like that. Or even killing vegetation in areas you don't want your vegetation to grow. You can do a salt vinegar mix, and it's great for killing off stuff growing in pathways and stuff. Anymore, I don't worry about that because I like to just let things be and then either use them or whatever. Because, I don't know, I just think we need those. The dandelions feed our soil, and I'm getting off on a rabbit trail, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up here. So there you have it. Homemade soy sauce replacement. Go check out Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They have a lot of really good information. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out her recipe. That is where I got this from. Give this stuff a try. Really good. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.